One of you will be the baker and the other will be the maker. Please do not overwork your dough.
Something's burning.
Now you've got 30 seconds. Get those things on the plate.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
We were happy that we finished on time, then came the tasting time.
Nice.
What do we have here?
We have the paprika chicken.
Paprika chicken,
We have a chili infused oil,
chili infused oil, sage infused oil,
garlic aioli,
garlic aioli,
cherry tomatoes treated in some vinaigrette.
cherry tomato salad.
Have you made these chips?
Yes.
So we have two breads. One is chili garlic bread and the other one is parsley
Oops.
and mint.
Chili garlic?
I thought, oh my god, we have similar flavors. And what if mine's a wrong method or something? And for a minute, I got such a fright because he started checking it out and I thought, oh my god, has it split?
Is it separate?
Can I have a look at the aioli that's left?
Then this heat to keep it from not splitting is a big thing.
A classic thum or aioli, as you call it. It's not easy. You attempted it. It's come out well. I honestly thought that it curdled. When I look at it closely, it's there. You nailed it.
And I was like, oh, that's a huge compliment.
The breads are delicious. You know, I love the smoked cheese that you've used on it. I like the fact that you've had a fresh salad because, you know, when you eat a meal like this, you need some light freshness in order to break that. The only thing I didn't really get, and something that takes a little time, is the infused oils. Apart from that, well done.
Overall, this is something that I could polish off and ask for more.
Thank you.
That's great. Shall we go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, girls. Hello. So are we going to be impressed?
I hope so.
All right, girls at the onset, let's talk about the presentation. The plate looks nice. I like the fact that you tore the bread and put it there. I think tearing bread is sharing bread. It's very poderia. I like that. Well expressed on the presentation.
Thank you, Chef. I quite love the crunch of the pickled radish and the zest that it brought with it. The bread is delicious, you know. It really is. I love the oats, I love the sesame, I love the cumin.
No, that's the Punjabi bite.
That's the Punjabi bite.
There's APB, a perfect bite, and APB, a Punjabi bite. So this is the Punjabi bite. Yeah, Sara kuch pa. I am not happy about one thing. But I'm going to tell it to you when we're announcing the results.
Chef Ranveer had really positive feedback, but just his parting words to me were, Chewy, there's one thing that I didn't like about your dish, and I'm not going to tell you that today.
So Tanisha and Yogita's dish was more liked by the judges, at least according to how they gave the feedback when they tasted.
Trust me, that did put me in a split, and I couldn't understand what was that, you know, where did I go wrong? We had one special judge today for the tasting. That was Lazar, who is the first and the only food truck owner in Goa, and he's widely known.
And I think
The saltiness of the toom complements the bread. And you know, I like the little roll-ups. Like, they're cute and you put in a little effort. You know, there is a little effort in plating, which is extremely important. Thank you.
Great job, girls.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For the tasting session, we had our food surprise. Mr. Lazar, who came to taste our food, he's the person who had set a trend in Goa of food trucks.
Chicken sounds nice.
So I think the chicken is moist. Bread's really good. And I think the aioli just brings it together. Great job, girls. Good job.
On the whole, they like the entire thing. Whatever happens, I'm happy that I had fun.
Us too. You want to tell us what it is, Nishta?
So we did chicken satay sliders
Okay.
with the parsley rolled buns. We have sour cream, feta, and watermelon on the side with some crisps.
So, what do you have in the sandwich again?
Roasted zucchini, green and yellow, and beetroot.
Cashew butter cream and then chicken satay.
And what's the sauce?
Sour cream.
So, for me, the chicken is superbly well cooked. The box that it does not check for me is detail. If I were to pick this up and imagine me taking a bite into the feta, there'd be so much salt I would not want to taste anything else. That's why you crumble the feta on the watermelon so you get a fair bit of watermelon and a fair bit of feta.
Very big chunks.
Right? Finesse, smaller details. Remember, God lies in detail, and it is especially true when it comes to food, right?
You know, there aren't very big faults in your dish, but like Chef Ranveer said, just a little bit of that, you know, streamlined in terms of the vision, the visual, you know, part of it. Apart from that, well done.
We had this palette cleanser, which she added. Just to give it a modern touch, she added palette cleanser, which was feta and watermelon, which didn't really work for us.
Hello, girls.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
We have some keema chop with sweet poi and molo char along with nutty pears and summer salad.
They look happy, so I'm assuming the food's happy, right?
Let's get it closer to us.
Yeah.
Quickly. Come to me, baby. What's in the salad?
So there's radish and cucumbers and onions and celery with a dash of, and mint, with a dash of lime, salt and pepper.
You know, I call it the stuff that flirts with your palate. It's very important to have ingredients that flirt with your palate. It keeps the palate going, keeps it interested. Plating-wise, looks good. If I had to do it again, I'd choose a bigger plate. Plate's your canvas, right? It's like trying to find a woman in a red dress in a party where everybody's wearing red. If you stuff your food on the plate, it's that. Let your plate show. Your food is the woman in the red dress.
All right.
So this, I'm very curious because I'd asked her to add some acid to it because conference pears, the pears that you use, are very sweet. And she did add some acid.
Yeah.
Keema chop. Molocha. Did you get the kokum for it?
No,
So what did you, how did you make a molocha without kokum?
I made it with raw mango. I replaced it with
You know what? If I were you, I'd patent that molocha and call it a green mango molocha because it shows elevation of thought. Yes, molocha is made with kokum. You didn't have it, but this works beautifully. Call it a green mango molocha. Patent it. You'll do well. The beauty of this, however, is just the way everything's come together.
They really like my molo char. Chef Ranveer asked me to patent it under my name, so that was a proud moment right there.
That salad for me has no flavor at all because you haven't seasoned it. There's no dressing. You know, the pear is nice. I'm not really quite sure how it's coming together. The molocha is the only thing that I found really exciting on the plate, to be honest. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
Chef Shagun, she found taste in the molo char, but it altogether did not work for her. The salad on the side and the pears were not a really good idea.
So I'm gonna just take this. That's how it's supposed to be eaten off a food truck. So you take this, you dunk it a little bit into this, a chip on the side.
Yeah, it reminds me of my food truck, how people love it.
As soon as you put it out, people wanna
Just grab it.
grab it because they're hungry.
Hungry, yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me, a couple of things are great. A couple of things that would probably need a bit more improvement. I do feel the courgette, it doesn't add any crunch. You could have done probably a pickled onion, something that would cut through the creaminess of the cashew, sweetness
Yes, and the
and the saltiness.
nuts goes to
Yeah,
together,
so that's a
yeah.
classic combination. I just feel it could have been well executed, better executed from your end. The bread's got a nice balance to it,
Yeah, it goes more.
but I think flavor-wise, we expected more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good girl, yeah.
It was actually sad that all of our dish was judged on, which was badly judged because of that feta and watermelon component on the dish.
This is the mango, right? This is nutty pears. So it's pear caramelized with jaggery and some cashew and pistachio on the top.
I think the raw mango is quite overpowering. As soon as you have a bite, you're losing out on the flavor of the lamb. It's just something to think about in terms of plating, in terms of balancing. Great idea, but proportions, balancing your flavors, something that you need to think about. Thank you. Great girls. Have a great evening.
Although we had different components of who we were on the plate, it didn't quite come together as a plate.
I was a bit nervous. I don't know if I had done enough. But the judges came by and they had some good feedback. So hopes are up.
Chef Anayata, though, did say that the pickle got a little citrusy and the thoom and hummus probably didn't work for her too well. So I'm a little worried about that, but let's see how it works out.
I did really well with the bread, I think. Judges had liked our dish. And we hope for the best. Let's see what happens.
Today at Bertolli Presents Femme Foodies, powered by Suzuki we try to recreate a 600-year-old legacy of the Portuguese poderia. After this ignition task, 3 of the teams are going to fall from the frying pan into the fire, and only 1 team is going to be safe and coasting. Which is the safe team? We're going to tell you, but not now.